Fabio Coentrao is one of football's most puzzling stories. He went from a small-town kid to being compared to Ronaldo, not just as a teammate, but as one of his closest friends. He started as an attacking winger, but later became one of the toughest defenders of his time. His best years didn't last long, but they were unforgettable. In just 2 seasons, he became a fan favorite at Real Madrid and played a key role in winning La Decima. But even as his career slowed down, the drama never stopped. Team betrayals, angry fans storming training sessions, and an early retirement that no one saw coming. And then the biggest surprise of all, he quit football to become a fisherman. How does a Champions League winner trade stadium lights for the open sea? Stay tuned. This story is unbelievable. Fabio Coentrao's love for the sea wasn't something he discovered later in life. It was always a part of him. He grew up in Vila do Conde, a small coastal town in Portugal where the fishing industry was everywhere. His father was a fisherman, and from a young age, Coentrao would often join him on fishing trips. While most kids spent their mornings sleeping in, he was out on the boat before sunrise, learning the hard but honest work of a fisherman. Even as he became a football star, the sea never left him. He played for clubs like Real Madrid and Benfica, won trophies, and lived the dream of many aspiring footballers. But despite the fame, deep down he always knew where he truly belonged. While other players thought about their next big move or media career after retirement, Coentrao had something else in mind, going back to his roots. Fishing is tough work. Waking up before dawn, dealing with unpredictable weather, and spending long hours at sea isn't easy. Yet Coentrao embraced it with pride. He has often spoke about how much respect he has for fishermen, calling it an honest way to make a living. Unlike football, where millions are made from contracts and sponsorships, fishing is a life of patience and persistence. Now, instead of dribbling past defenders, he navigates the waves. Instead of hearing fans chant his name, he listens to the sound of the ocean. And for Coentrao, that's exactly where he wants to be. While still playing for Real Madrid, Coentrao made a strategic move. He invested in a fishing boat, not as a hobby, but as a serious business. Over time, he expanded, building a fleet that now supports many fishermen in Vila do Conde. His company supplies fresh seafood to local markets and restaurants, contributing to Portugal's multi-billion-dollar fishing industry. Unlike most athletes who invest in fashion or restaurants, Coentrao chose a demanding industry. Fishing requires precise timing, knowledge of marine conditions, and strict compliance with quotas and environmental laws. Portugal is one of Europe's top fish-consuming nations, and with seafood exports worth over $1.5 billion annually, it's a strong market. His fleet operates in deep-sea fishing, targeting species like cod and sardines, which are staples of Portuguese cuisine. To maintain sustainability, the business follows European Union fishing regulations, ensuring long-term viability. Fishing isn't just about throwing nets into the water. It involves logistics, fuel costs, and international trade. Coentrao understands this and manages operations efficiently. He also invests in modernizing equipment, using GPS tracking and eco-friendly fishing methods to reduce waste. His hands-on approach keeps his business competitive. While other former players focus on media careers, he navigates the high-risk, high-reward fishing industry. Coentrao's transition isn't just unusual. It's smart. His business doesn't rely on fame. It is built on expertise and a deep understanding of the trade. Instead of chasing sponsorship deals, he's securing long-term financial stability through a centuries-old industry. Many people see fishing as just a backup job, something you do if you don't have other options. Coentrao completely disagrees. He believes fishing deserves the same respect as any other profession, including football. And honestly, he has a point. The global seafood industry is worth over $250 billion a year. That is not small change. He often speaks about the skill and dedication it takes to be a fisherman. It's not just throwing a net into the ocean and hoping for the best. There's knowledge involved, weather patterns, tides, migration routes. A single mistake can mean coming back empty-handed. He's also vocal about how tough the job is. Fishermen work long hours, sometimes in extreme conditions, all to bring fresh seafood to people's tables. One of his biggest concerns is how younger generations are moving away from fishing. Many prefer office jobs, leaving the industry struggling to find new workers. Cohen-Trowell wants to change that. He encourages young people to see fishing as a real career, not just something for their grandparents. He also pushes for better working conditions. Fishing can be dangerous, with high injury rates and unpredictable weather. He supports safety regulations and fair wages for fishermen, ensuring they get the respect they deserve. What do you think? Should fishing get more recognition as a skilled profession? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. In early 2024, Portuguese authorities raided a warehouse rented by Fabio Cohen-Trowell at the Póvoa de Varzim fishing port, discovering over a ton of shellfish, including crabs, lobsters, and shrimp. Of the 1,020 kilograms seized, 760 kilograms lacked proper documentation, while the remaining 260 kilograms had invoices but were stored without the necessary operating licenses. This incident has placed Cohen-Trowell under public scrutiny, highlighting the complexities and strict regulations within the fishing industry. In Portugal, the shellfish sector is tightly regulated to ensure consumer safety and environmental sustainability. For instance, Order number 591/2004 mandates specific periods during which the harvesting of bivalve shellfish is prohibited to protect marine populations. Cohen-Trowell, known for his fiery personality on the football field, has strongly defended himself against these allegations. Reports indicate that he confronted journalists over their coverage of the case, reflecting his frustration with the situation. This controversy sheds light on the challenges faced by those in the fishing industry, where strict regulations and enforcement actions can create legal and reputational risks for business owners. Fabio Cohen-Trowell's life took an unexpected turn. One moment he was playing in front of 80,000 fans at the Santiago Bernabeu, and the next he was out at sea, hauling in fishing nets. During his football career, he won La Liga, the Champions League, and even played in World Cups for Portugal. He trained in world-class facilities, traveled in private jets, and lived a life most people only dream of. Now, his daily routine starts before sunrise, battling waves and unpredictable weather. The contrast is wild. Football players worry about tactics, transfers, and media headlines. Fishermen, their biggest concerns are the tides, fuel costs, and whether their catch will bring in enough money. One career involves packed stadiums and screaming fans. The other is quiet, except for the sound of the sea and the occasional seagull trying to steal your fish. Yet for Cohen-Trowell, that isn't a downgrade. It's a return to something real. He grew up in a fishing family, so the sea isn't unfamiliar territory. He once said that people look down on fishing, but it's an honest, hard job. He's not wrong. Fishing is one of the most physically demanding professions, with long hours, unpredictable income, and real dangers. But for him, it offers something football never could: peace. His story makes you rethink what success really means. Is it about money and fame? Or is it about doing something you love, even if it doesn't come with trophies? What do you think? Would you trade a footballer's lifestyle for a life at sea? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this, subscribe for more of these fascinating stories.